to start, what about Wally really drew you to the character when you first read about him?
On a surface level, he's just fun. Who wouldn't want to play Wally? He has such a fun energy about him. He's so positive, and you know, I really try to get into my character, put myself in their shoes. And oftentimes, when you're playing a stressed out character, that can come home with you. And Wally always put me in a good mood, and I was always in a good mood on my way to work, listening to 80s music to get into the Wally zone. But I was, when I agreed to do this show, I only read the first two episodes. It's a murder mystery, and they don't want you to know what happens because they want you to be surprised and they want to lower the risk of anything being spoiled. So I kind of just trusted that his journey would be one that I would enjoy taking. And I was really pleasantly surprised with how when you take a deep dive into his life, his story becomes, at least for me, it was super relatable, and there were so many multi-layers to him, like you said, and he breaks the sort of 80s jock stereotype the more you get to know him.
Absolutely. And part of the thing of him being from the 80s is, you're playing a character from a time you weren't alive, but you're playing him in the present while he's from that time. What were some challenges that came with all those different layers?
I definitely studied. I watched those 80s movies. I listened to a lot of 80s music. In fact, I think when I was in Vancouver shooting, it was all I was listening to. But I think that, as an actor, I love these challenges. And for me, like a big thing was the physicality of it all. I watched all these movies and just sort of, especially those 80s jocks, watched how they moved and how they walked, and they had this bounce to them. And when they sit down, they sort of like take up the space. They don't really care. And that was really cool to explore with Wally. And I'm just happy that he was generally positive as opposed to, the other way around. Sometimes jocks can be too cool for school. And while Wally is very cool, he enjoys being in school with his with his friends. And yeah, man, it was a great time playing him and exploring him, and creating. As I grew, he grew, and that was really cool.
For sure. And another really good scene with him was, the cart driving. Was that actually you and Peyton in the cart for those scenes?
It was. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this stuff. I haven't even seen that episode yet, but we do drive a cart. We had an amazing time. We were driving the cart. In fact, I hate to toot my own horn, but I'm amazing at driving a golf cart. I am amazing. We had like an instructor who would tell us what to do, and we would just go on rides around set when we had spare time. I'd be like, yo, hop in. I think his name was Jasper. I was like, Jasper, hop in. And we would just cart around. And Peyton is a great passenger. I love Peyton. And those were some of my favorite scenes, Wally and Maddie's scenes. And that clearly was one of the most fun experiences I had during the series.
That's awesome. And my last question is, you mentioned a bit before that Wally's a lot more laid back than maybe the other ghosts. So how fun was it to play that contrast with the other actors who have to be a bit more serious, that you're kind of the light presence there?
Dude, it was amazing. First of all, I'm a problem solver in real life. I don't like to cause any issues like some of the other characters do. Rhonda. But it was really awesome to be able to explore that with those amazing actors, by the way. So talented, all the dead people. We got to improv a lot, and we got to bounce off of each other. And it was Wally's a very relaxing character to play because he's never worrying too much. He gets to eat a lot on set, which is cool. And yeah, man, I don't have much to say about it because I'm literally just living in those times and going through it in my head and just remembering how nice it was. But yeah, man, those other characters are incredible, and I couldn't have had that contrast if it weren't for them. And I'm so grateful to have worked alongside such incredible actors.